Hello, sixth grade. Today is Wednesday, September 16th. Today we worked on breaking complex and compound sentences, and then we went over the assignment from yesterday a little bit, had some time to work on that, a few minutes to make our final decision on a topic, and then we started we started 3 different ways to start the draft, and I'll explain that when we get there. But to start with, if you didn't already notice, I went onto your page yesterday and I uploaded the documents you need. They're right here. And that's for if you want to print them out. I'm still learning Kami, and so I'm still allowing you to do a printout and take a picture of it, which you could do there. If you're like, I may as well just post it to Kami, then you click on the assignment and it will come up like this, and you can open your document this way. And I'm going to get started. So yesterday you learned about compound sentences. We connect 2 sentences with coordinating conjunctions like but, and, no, nor, so for, or yet. So we use a comma conjunction. Uh-oh. Was I supposed to tell Kami? I was supposed to tell it I want to open it so I can write in it. I almost forgot. There we go. Let's see. I think I want a text box or something. But if you want to highlight on here, I think if you click the markup tool, and you could do a text highlighter. Ew, that's a bad color. How about this color you can see? That didn't work. Maybe this. Yeah, that worked good. Anyway, I didn't really need to do that. I think I can click the eraser and tell it I was just kidding. So if I go back to this markup tool and green's, blue's my favorite color. Okay. So anyway, comma conjunction is what I need to hook 2 simple sentences together to make it compound. Then I went over complex sentences. This is when you want to show a cause-effect relationship, or you want to show a change in time or place. And those are the words that you could use. You start your sentence with since, because, unless, although, or you could have those words in the middle. Today, our lesson was on breaking these kinds of sentences. So we took a complex sentence such as, because I ate too many Supreme tacos, I will have to do extra sit-ups and push-ups. And then we broke it into its 2 simple sentences. So to break it, I leave out my conjunction, my subordinating conjunction, because that's not really part of my main sentence. It's just a connector word. So I start with, I ate too many Supreme tacos. I broke it into its own sentence. I gave it a period at the end. And then the second part of the sentence is, I will have to do extra sit-ups and push-ups. And here I see it has been broken for me. I will have to do extra push-ups and sit-ups. Sit-ups and push-ups. And here I want you to notice that this sentence started with because. Since I started with a subordinating conjunction, remember after that first sentence I have to put a comma in. Because of this, comma, then that. So I'm showing a cause-effect relationship. My second complex sentence is, before I mow the overgrown lawn, I make the kids pick up the sticks in the yard. So I can break that sentence into 2 pieces. I mow the overgrown lawn is the first simple sentence, simple idea. And then the second part, I make the kids pick up the sticks in the yard, is a complete sentence. And notice once again, I do not highlight before. It's not part of the sentence. If I had this sentence say, before I mow the overgrown lawn, and that was it, there wasn't anything after it, that would be an incomplete sentence. When you start it with before, it means you're going to tell something after that. Before I do this, then that. So you have to make sure that you have the second part of a sentence if you start with a word like before. Then we went in and broke up some compound sentences. Remember, compound is put together with a comma conjunction, so it's easy to find your comma conjunction and then break your sentence from that. So the first part of the sentence is, I love all Mexican food. Break it. I love all Mexican food. Now I'm going to leave out the but. Pork carnitas are my all-time favorite. Pork carnitas are my all-time favorite. I leave out the but because that's the conjunction word, that's the connector. Second sentence, I love teaching reading and writing, but I really miss teaching science and math too. First part of the sentence, I love teaching reading and writing. And this is exactly what we did in class. We just highlighted the text, and then the second part of the sentence is, I really miss teaching science and math too. That's its own sentence. And then we talked a little bit about this page. If you have a paper copy, I just asked them to fold this, whoops-a-daisy. Yeah, it's not really highlighting. Maybe I can do this. Fold this part under so you can't see it tomorrow. These are the answers or possible answers for this. And you can use this to check your work later, but I don't want you to start with it tomorrow, if that makes sense. All right, so that was the first part of today. Then the second part was we needed to do lesson 7, starting the draft, which is right here. So we talked about the 6 ways to begin your narrative. You can start with action, describe the event. You can start with a reaction, describe a response to an event. You can start with dialogue, what a character says, or you can start with a setting, given the time and place, and there are some examples there. The last 2 ways are to give a glimpse of a character. You are the character, so you'd be telling a little bit about yourself. You can also start it with a combination of a couple different ways. There are some model beginnings. Feel free to pause any of this so you can read them. These are some model beginnings that we read through to give you examples of setting, dialogue, or action beginnings. Your homework assignment is to choose 3 of these ways and try them out. So on this page, you came up with 10 possible ideas. You have to have that done when you turn in this packet, or you will get a 0 for the packet. All things I assign must be finished at the end, or you will get a 0. And so you need to make sure you're doing them as we do them. After you have your 10 today, you need to pick which one you remember the most about and which one you have the strongest feelings about. So that's your number 1 pick. Circle it. After you've chosen which one you want, then you're going to pick 3 of the ways. Action, reaction, dialogue, setting, glimpse of a character, or combination. And you're going to write 3 different beginnings for the one you picked. Each beginning needs to have at least 3 sentences. So if I choose action, I'm going to write the first 3 sentences about starting with action. If I choose dialogue, I'm going to have my first 3 sentences starting with somebody talking. That is your assignment for today. Make sure you're practicing your spelling, reading books, and working on Typetastic. Have a good day.